Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kurt.
I'm Chris.
And we got another 3 foods that we've never had before. This time it's Pop-Tarts edition. We got cinnamon roll flavored.
We got cupcake flavored.
And pumpkin pie flavored.
Yes, we're getting in touch with our inner white girl this episode.
So which one are you excited for?
I kind of have a sweet tooth, so I'm kind of excited for the cupcake stuff. I know a lot of people, they kind of get turned down by stuff like this because it's more sweet, but, for me, the sweeter the better.
I'm interested in the pumpkin pie, but I'm really looking forward to the cinnamon roll. I love cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, me too. I think that'll be a good one. So let's get started with the cinnamon roll.
Oh man, I can smell it already.
Oh yeah, me too.
Right.
That smells really good.
First impressions, I remember in the store we said that this isn't frosted from the picture.
Right.
I don't see how they can say this is frosted. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
technically it's frosted.
Yeah, technically it is. And you know what? I think they did a good job in making this look like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, this kind of makes me think of like they took a cinnamon roll and just like squashed it. But it does smell good.
It does smell very good. It smells like a Cinnabon.
It kind of smells like a brown sugar and cinnamon.
Yeah.
But then it's a cinnamon roll, so.
Yeah.
It tastes like kind of like a doughier brown sugar and cinnamon.
It does, yeah. It tastes like a cinnamon roll that hasn't been cooked yet.
Yeah, it's very doughy. Well, that was kind of boring. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say about it.
It's nice, has a nice flavor, but it just doesn't have much of a personality.
It's exactly what you'd expect.
Yeah, it's a cinnamon roll. There's nothing that really like grabs you and takes you in. I mean, it's still really, really nice.
It's not like a fresh cinnamon roll, so it's like, obviously it doesn't compare to a cinnamon roll. In terms of a Pop-Tart, I guess it's good. I don't know if I'd switch up what kind of Pop-Tarts I'd get. Not really much to say about it.
Yeah, not really at all. I mean, it's good. I like the way it looks. It's a fun Pop-Tart. I'm sure kids love it.
That's the other thing I forgot to mention at the start. I don't have a toaster down here, so we're trying all these plain.
Yeah, not
obviously
toasted or frozen. Yeah, toasted might bring out a different flavor. The other thing that they want you to do is they want you to try it frozen.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
When I was, I don't know, maybe like 12 or something, I was kind of on a kick. I'd freeze Pop-Tarts.
Really?
Not all the time, but every once in a while, like certain kinds. I think cookies and cream. I think because
that sounds good frozen.
definitely best toasted. But anyways, all I wanted to say was, since I don't have a toaster down here, we can't toast them.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a.
Yeah.
It's not as good of a review as we could do.
Yeah, we're lazy.
Yeah, I could go get a toaster.
Yeah.
But that would.
Take too much time.
This one, honestly, I think might make a difference toasted because, like we said, it was really doughy.
Right.
So maybe if we toasted it.
Yeah, it'd feel more like a cooked.
Maybe.
Baked.
But then again, I mean, like.
Correct term is, yeah.
All the times I've toasted Pop-Tarts, which I guess I don't toast them until they're like black or something. I don't put them in the toaster for like 14 minutes. It's basically just warm. Like you would microwave it.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be the same, but I mean, it would be very similar. It's pretty much just a warm Pop-Tart, so.
Honestly, I have better results when I microwave Pop-Tarts rather than when I put them in the toaster. So.
Yeah, my sister used to microwave Pop-Tarts. Because this is very similar to a brown sugar and cinnamon. I mean, it's a cinnamon roll. It's just different enough. And so it's like, I would probably still go with the brown sugar and cinnamon over this. Maybe if like I was eating a lot of brown sugar and cinnamon, I might be like, oh, I'll switch it up with
Change
cinnamon
it up
roll.
a little bit, yeah. This is pretty much a brown cinnamon sugar Pop-Tart, but with a texture package added onto it.
So I guess that brings us to, would you buy this again?
Probably not. To be honest, I like the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. They're not my favorite, but I do like them. I don't like them enough to go and buy this. It's a good Pop-Tart. For me, it's not really worth it.
I would be willing to buy it again, but I'm not going to. Basically, 2 no's from us. I mean, that's the thing. I don't see how a Pop-Tart could be messed up.
So the next one we're going to be trying tonight, the one I've been looking forward to, as I said earlier, the Cupcake Pop-Tart. First thing I'm noticing looking at it, I'm going to grab the box again. You'll notice here the confetti on the cupcake is laid out perfectly. However, if you look at the Pop-Tart, it's a mess. It just doesn't look great. I mean, it looks tasty.
I was going to say the exact same thing. As soon as I saw these, like there's just this big open splotch.
It's just, there's a glob of it, and then it's just the regular pastry. I'm not sure if it's a robot that throws the sprinkles on or a person, but it's almost like the guy was just like, sprinkles.
I don't work at Pop-Tarts.
Neither do I.
But it seems like it would be a lot easier
to just like have a constant, like, constantly laying down on the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
no, we're not well,
I am an engineer.
Yeah, you are an engineer. I'm not an engineer, so maybe there's something else that goes into that, but...
No, I mean, it seems like it'd be really easy just to get a nice even... Like, if it looked like this, where it's like... I don't expect it to, obviously...
be perfectly arrayed. But if it just looked like this all over, then I'd be more happy with it.
The part that confuses me is that there's just an empty spot. That almost seems like a defect. I guess it wouldn't really affect the flavor, but, like, it just seems like... If you're gonna put the confetti sprinkles on there,
do it right. And also do more than this. Just go all out. Yeah.
Just absolutely blast it. Just take a bucket, dump it.
You could go to an ice cream shop and you get sprinkles on it. They just go ham. They just.
The other thing I noticed, and I won't show this to the camera because it's not a 18+ show.
Oh boy!
Doesn't this kind of look like a woman's stomach?
Ooh, it does.
So far, this one is a disappointment, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it has us excited. At least this one does.
I'm gonna have to try more of that. I mean, that's the thing. I don't see how a Pop-Tart could be messed up. There wasn't really much there.
Try to get some of the sprinkles in there.
Well, maybe if they put sprinkles on the Pop-Tart.
I'm gonna try it upside down.
You're gonna try it upside down?
Yeah, some of the sprinkles on here. Maybe it adds flavor. Doesn't add too much.
And the vibe I'm getting from this is like you're at a graduation party and they got the cupcake platter. You grab the vanilla cupcake and you take a bite and you go, oh, it's that kind of cupcake. I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that.
I kind of agree. I feel like this isn't like the cupcake that you get at a graduation party. This is like a cupcake that you get at like a 3-year-old birthday party. The 3-year-old whose birthday it is takes a bite and then just throws it at his mother because he loves it so much. So maybe if you want to have a 3-year-old birthday party, but you don't want to have to clean up the mess of, a cupcake with frosting on it, and you spent all that money to get the cupcake, get the Pop-Tart, because then all you got to do is just vacuum.
Is that what you did to your mother?
Probably.
I'm not really getting much cupcake. It's almost more like the frosting of the cupcake. Well, I don't want to say frosting because usually that's the best part of the cupcake.
Yeah.
It's more like, it's almost like fondant.
That's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like that they filled this with. Like you're not really supposed to eat it. Yeah, that's what it feels. It's very stiff. It's not very flavorful. It's just a very small hint of sweetness.
I gotta say, Pop-Tarts, for the most part, they do real good. I love most of their flavors. And sometimes, they do like special editions that are like kind of off pace, and I really like them. But this is just okay for me. And I'm kind of disappointed by it because, like I said before, I was really excited about this one because I thought it was going to be sweet. It doesn't live up to the expectation. I
really like cupcakes, and I I thought this would be a good one. And then, I mean, as soon as I saw it, it was a disappointment. But the first bite, I even said I had to take a second bite because I just didn't taste anything. It tastes like, once again, maybe if we toast it, but I just don't see it making that much of a difference. Yeah. It tasted like a plain tart. Yeah. It tasted like if you take the crust off of it and you just ate that.
It almost tastes like a Pop-Tart, but the frosting isn't flavored at all. Maybe if they did something along the lines of like they added some type of flavor to the cupcake, maybe if they did like chocolate, maybe that would taste better.
It tastes like a Pop-Tart flavored Pop-Tart. This to me is like, this is the starting point for the Pop-Tart. And then they add the flavoring to this Pop-Tart. And that's how you get all the other Pop-Tarts. I don't like it. I don't even really want to finish what I started here.
Yeah, neither do I.
I probably will.
I'm not. I'm gonna throw this away.
This one, it's disappointed us twice now. Very, very disappointing. It disappointed us on appearance, disappointed us on flavor, and it disappointed us on expectations. Yeah. So that's 3 disappointments for it. I definitely will not buy this ever again.
Neither will I. I mean, I could see a kid really liking this.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes kids are dumb, so yeah, I could see that.
Get this out of here. We'll give it to Nick.
So on the back here, we were talking about freezing them earlier. The other 2 have something else on the back, but this one tells you different ways to eat it. Yeah. So this is straight from the foil.
Which is pretty much what we're doing.
Yeah, because we don't have a toaster. Toasted, frozen, or stacked.
They got to 3 and they were like, well, we should get a 4th one.
3 wouldn't have fit the design here. So they were like, we need something 4. It's like, well, just eat them both. How about that? That's a different way to eat them. I mean, really, what's the difference between stacked and straight from the foil? But
you get more Pop-Tart in your mouth. It's harder to chew. And you can't savor the flavor.
This makes me think of somebody that they're so hungry that they can't even bother to take the foil off and they just bite right through it. Last up, we got pumpkin pie. Wait a minute. That's the front.
Yeah.
This design is so bad, it looks the same on both sides.
The front looks like it should be on the back, and there should be another design up here. Pop-Tarts, what were you thinking?
Like these ones, they put something big about like the flavor. This one's just got this tiny little pumpkin pie up in the corner.
Yeah, like they expect like this whole design to show off that it's pumpkin pie.
Right off the bat, I can smell it from here. I sat down.
Yeah. One thing I would like to point out is if you look here at the texture, you see there's a lot of sprinkles on here, and you go, oh, that's pretty plentiful. But then you look at the box, and it looks so much better. And also on the box, they use a lot more frosting.
I mean,
and it's like guilty of that on all Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I mean, it's marketing, but yeah. I mean, on this one, I don't think it's as bad because it's at least covering the Pop-Tart.
Right, yeah. Also, one thing that I did notice that does have me excited, I feel like this frosting is a lot thicker.
It does. Yeah. It could be.
This might surprise us.
It could.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin pie, but...
My mom makes a really good pumpkin pie. Right off the bat, yeah, that smell is... Man, it smells a lot like a pumpkin pie.
It does. It does.
And...
It smells good. I like the smell of it.
And I mean, that's the thing. I would expect them to be able to get the smell right.
Yeah. I mean,
so that's why I was kind of disappointed on the other ones, because the cinnamon, I guess, kind of smelled like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Cupcakes don't really have a smell.
I guess pumpkin pie is the most prominent smelling of the 3, so that would make sense. That
they knocked the smell right out of the park. And I think, other than the way that the cinnamon roll looked, I think this has the best texture to it. Like, the confetti was just all over the place.
Yeah, the confetti one was awful. The only thing I'm worried about is I like pumpkin pie, but I just don't know how pumpkin pie and Pop-Tart
how it would translate. Well, I guess we're about to find out in 3.
I refuse to be a part of that. I will not do it. I'm going to take a bigger bite, but...
I like it.
I would agree. But I don't think it's bad. It's like when I taste it, my brain's telling me something's not right here. Because it tastes like a pumpkin pie. So I guess, they accomplished what they're going for. But
it's just not in pie form.
Yeah, it's like my brain's like, you're eating a pumpkin pie, but you're not. And it's just like, maybe it's just something else going on, but like it almost makes me want to throw up, but not because it's gross. Just like something about it just like... It just like crosses everything, and it's like something's not right here.
I think if you keep going, it gets better because your mind is just like, okay,
maybe
it's a Pop-Tart. It just tastes like a pumpkin pie. I like it. I think I would buy it again just to show to my family. Honestly,
I like it, but if I'm not hungry for it, I'm not gonna eat it. It's not good enough that I want to force myself to eat it.
Now, on my side of the table, I haven't ate dinner yet. I came into this pretty hungry, so...
Yeah, for Pop-Tart, a win, I guess. They nailed it. It tastes like a pumpkin pie. Yeah. I guess it just depends on how you feel about pumpkin pie and how you feel about, more specifically, a pumpkin pie flavored Pop-Tart. Personally, I would not buy this again. I like it, but I wouldn't buy it again.
I would buy it again. And actually, I would recommend people that like pumpkin pie to go out and try this, because it does taste like a pumpkin pie, but you might be on Kurt's side of the table where you think it's good, but it's just not worth it. I think it goes both ways.
I mean, maybe if like you had like 16 friends, or I guess including you, 16 friends, and like you wanted to split one of these, not that Pop-Tarts are expensive, but that way you don't just get like stuck with the other 15 after you try one. As far as we've got it, it's a 50-50. You like them, I don't. I guess like if I was stuck with this, because I'll probably just, you can take it, you like them more than me.
Hell yeah.
But if I was stuck with this, I'd probably eventually eat the other 15, but I wouldn't like it, you know. Every morning I'd be like, oh, I better eat a pumpkin pie Pop-Tart. My favorite would be cinnamon roll, but I'm not really impressed with any of these. I definitely wouldn't buy this one again. I'm not gonna buy this one again, and I don't see myself buying this one again.
I think this one won, flavor-wise. I wouldn't buy this again, just simply because I think it's too similar to the brown sugar cinnamon. This was just a disappointment. This was the one I was looking forward to, and it just didn't live up to the expectation. The pumpkin, hold on. The pumpkin pie.
Oh, is that backwards?
Yeah, apparently. I think I was the most surprised by.
I was definitely surprised, yeah.
I didn't expect to like it, and I do like it. And I would probably buy it again just to like show my family and be like, hey, we got pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts, you know? And I think my family would like it. Like, it's a good Pop-Tart, but I'd only get it on occasion. So my conclusion is I'm kind of disappointed by the selection that we have.
It's a very disappointing episode where the only one that the only one I liked was kind of boring and just like something else, and you liked the other one, but even that one you didn't really like that much. So and then this one is a major disappointment. I can't even imagine how you're feeling. You probably must be so betrayed by it.
Yeah,
right now.
I am. I mean, just get out of here. I despise that box of Pop-Tarts. I mean,
we were gonna give that to Nick.
Oh, shoot.
It doesn't really matter. It's very disappointing.
So, I mean, with what Pop-Tarts has been doing, these just kind of disappoint me because I feel like recently they've come out with some really strong
new flavors.
Which is something that obviously takes a lot of time to figure out and get down and all that. But these just, they don't live up to it. They don't live up to the hype.
I guess they can't all be winners, and sometimes you're going to get some mediocre ones and some bad ones.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd have a bad Pop-Tart. The Cupcake was like chewing on like a piece of foam.
Yeah.
Alright, so thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time with another 3 snacks.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some unfinished business to attend to.